Bismillah. We ain't the same, sis. Let's talk about it.
In short, I'm saying pay these women. That's what I'm saying. She's gonna go elegant about it. You need to be paid because you command the same respect. The game is just as good.
And then they motion. The guy ran at 50 yards. Get him.
Ain't the same.
Men always say how women's soccer sucks. Then come to the field and try with us.
Smoke. 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 Boom. 60-year-old man versus pro women.
Don't know. She would ragdoll him. First of all, have you ever seen Floyd Mayweather? Who's about this tall, okay? And she would ragdoll him as soon as she put her hands on him.
Under Rousey, who would ragdoll Floyd Mayweather, was destroyed by a 5'7.5", 134-pound woman this weekend. Serena Williams is not beating a single man.
Yep.
There's not a guy in the country in the ATP Top 100 that's not beating Serena soundly.
Let's start with the elephant in the room.
That's right.
And you know what? This is not to take away from any of the women and the sisters in sports. This is just to show the difference between the biological makeup of a man versus a woman. This is not to say that women don't have their place in sports, but don't try to put men and women competing in the same arena together. This is stupid. This is dirty work for the women. You know, women fought for equality, quote unquote equality in the United States, and then all of a sudden you got this new woke agenda coming along and trying to commercialize the blending of the sexes and think that women and men can compete in the same stratosphere, and they just can't. Sisters, you just can't. It doesn't take away from you. You're strong in your own rights. You're strong in your own areas. Brothers are strong in their own rights in their own areas, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made men biologically different than women. You know, we have higher testosterone levels, we have higher muscle mass, we have a higher lung capacity and cardio capacity. We also have greater thresholds for pain and for endurance and things like that. You know, women can say, "Oh, well, we have babies, brother, and men couldn't do that." No, we couldn't. You're absolutely right, and we're not trying to.
Why was it necessary?
I think you're referring to the fact that I said she'd be about 700 in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think, Charlie? You're a tennis guy. You like to play tennis. I see you on the tennis court.
Right.
What do you think that Serena Williams would be ranked if she played in the men's
I have
game?
no idea.
Well, if you had a guess.
Well, she seemed pretty strong to me. I mean,
Very strong. The greatest female player ever.
Okay, nobody can prove this. Here's what.
Would you like to apologize?
No. But the offer is this. Why don't you combine, just solve the problem? I'm sure the men would be all for this. The men and women play together. And then we don't have to guess.
On the court. Could be nearer 20.
Look at that.
40 love.
Si agita per il rumore appena sentito.
30. 50. That's good.
She has every right to be.
That's the way to finish.
40, 50.
That's the one I'm waiting for.
Look at that. Not a single serve being returned. So.
All right, why? This is kind of 6'10". Oh.
Game USA.
Giving the ball away if you just cross willy-nilly. Go to...
30.
You know what? There's...
Game.
Sandy's a lot.
And they could go on and on all day.
There's that one way. Oh, come on, John. No, I knew that was.
Actually, it's funny because Andy Murray, he was been joking about myself and him playing a match. And men's tennis and women's tennis are completely almost two separate sports. I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game, and I love to play women's tennis. And I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you kill me.
The enemy doesn't.
Now, real quick, I just want to give shout out and props to Serena Williams for understanding where she's at exactly in the sport. Listen, it's not to take away from her greatness. Amongst other women, she's amazing. She's a top-rated champion. She's absolutely phenomenal. But even she knows her limitations when it comes to the men. She said it right out herself. It's two totally different sports. Two totally different sports. It ain't even like we're playing tennis whenever we try to play against the men. You know, you got to know your limitations. We all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. And she's a boss. Like, she works out hard. She trains hard. She plays hard. She wins hard. So you got to consider that, guys.
Care. Gender you are. 21, come out here.
Number 16 stuff.
Uh-oh.
Number 16, step forward. Go and glove up.
Was the first female recruit to pick a man. Number 16, Nathaniel.
Brace up. Fight!
Diesta's instructions. Fights to win.
Stop!
That's what you do, you fight.
Brace up. Fight! Go, keep fighting till I say stop. Stop!
Watch this. Nothing. Two on one. 2-on-1 jiu-jitsu right here. Let's check this out.
Now he already did once. But this one's been going a long time. We're 2:30 in now.
He said he could beat both men at the same time.
I did Laura, try look at her face. She's trying to kill this dude. There's a Kimura. Ooh, let Laura have the neck. No injuries.
It's coming. Wait for it. Watch this. Watch this. What? Arm bar. Arm bar. Watch this. Watch this. Flip her over. Arm bar. Arm bar. It's over. It's over. MashaAllah.
I hope they've taught you how to knock down doors. In you go.
Oh no, this is tough.
As high as you can. As high as you can. As high as you can.
Take a bigger run up.
This is firefighter training. This is firefighter training right here. They're seeing what men versus women are capable of accomplishing in firefighter training.
Odd lady.
Could be you and your family.
Come on, June. Under the elbow. Big run as fast as you can. And high. High.
Burning to a crisp.
High.
So close.
As fast as you can. Well done.
Oh. Come out. That's such great effort.
Exactly.
I think there's 2 more throws and you would have been there, but that's tough for you.
A man with no firefighter training has no trouble with the same task.
Bit of an ousty one. Be aiming higher. That's it. You got it. It's on the floor. Okay. Brilliant. He's got the key. Come out. Yeah. Okay. Fab. Brilliant. Well done.
A woman can actually.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see how fast. You see how fast the man got in there. These are just common sense things. I mean, I understand that we live in a society where we have to pander to the equality movement, and in all rights and reasoning, okay, men and women are equal. They all deserve respect. They all deserve dignity. They all deserve equal opportunity, but equal opportunity should not be a guarantee for your place at the table. Just because we give you the opportunity to go through the firefighter training doesn't mean that you should automatically get a job just because you are a female versus a qualified male applicant. We need to be giving jobs to the people who are best qualified and suited for the job, especially when it comes to men versus women and all this kind of thing. If that was your family in that house burning alive, and Jane is trying to break down the door, you see, 10 attempts, she couldn't break it down. The man with no prior firefighter training, one time, bam, bust through the door, alhamdulillah, everybody is rescued within 30 seconds. If my family is in a situation in which we need a firefighter's help, we need to call for help, I want a man showing up. I want a man showing up and dragging my body out of my 185-pound body out of my house and the bodies of my kids and family, right? I don't want a woman showing up. No offense to you sisters. I'm sure that there's a place, that you could help connect the water hoses and things like that. But the reality of it is we need to be hiring the people who are best suited for the job, rather than just giving it on the basis of, inclusivity. We need to be inclusive of everybody. As you can see what inclusivity would do, it'll cost your family their life. Allah knows best, and everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses, but there's a reason that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed a hierarchy. Allah first, fathers, mothers, right? Right? Alhamdulillah.
Fail the physical component of the fireman test and still become a firewoman to meet female quotas. Firewomen are paid exactly the same as firemen, who are more physically able and better suited to the job.
They're more physically able and better suited to the job. They're talking about the men. The men are more physically able and better suited to the job than the women are. Yet the women are given equal pay. And that's another thing. I don't believe that anybody should be receiving equal pay without being equally qualified or equally able to carry out the duties and the job performance functions that are required, man. We're talking about saving your life. You got these women out here, and a lot of the Muslim sisters have bought into this new age ideology with this. We don't need no man. We don't need no man. But reality of it is, when something goes wrong, who do you call? You call the police. A bunch of men show up to rescue you. You call the fire department. A bunch of men show up to rescue you. This is not, like I said, brothers and sisters, this is not a shot at sisters. This is not trying to take away from your greatness. You're great in your own right. But stop trying to be something that you're not. Brothers ain't out there trying to have babies. And if they are, then astaghfirullah, they're not really they're not really brothers, you know what I mean? So they may be a little bit on the fruity side. And Allah knows best. Anyways, brothers and sisters, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Head over to the channel, join channel membership, inshallah. Follow me on TikTok if you haven't done so already. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay strong, Sunnah.